What's up guys, Pop My Pigs for Life here, and today it is with great pleasure to welcome you all to Jurassic Park Malta. This by far is one of the largest parks that we have worked on in the future of Hammond's dream, so because of that we have got a lot to take a look at. So without any further talking, let's get right into the tour. So we just got off of the helicopter, and when we turn around, we are greeted by the visitor center. And as you can see right off the bat, when you walk into the park, you can see we've got a smaller little enclosure right over here. And this remote viewing gallery entrance should give us a good view into it appears we can't see anything from here. Oh, you can kind of see over there, we've got the Archaeoceratops. So now, the reason that this fence is a lot lower is so that way we can actually get a good look of the Archaeoceratops. And yeah, there's no way they're going to be hopping these walls. So then, even if you can't see them from here, you can always take a look inside the Safari Lodge to see some of them, which, as you can see over here, we have got a little bit more luck as we are able to see two individuals. So then also within this first guest entry point, there is also plenty of accommodation buildings, such as shelters and toilet facilities. So because of that, make sure you keep in mind where these are in case of an emergency. We've also got plenty of amenities in case you ever need to get a bite to eat or a quick drink, or if you want to, you can also buy a souvenir, so that way you always remember your stay at Jurassic Park Malta. So now it appears we can't see anything over here. Ooh, I lied. We actually can see two Archaeoceratops right over here. Aw, that one's taking a little bit of a nap. Super cute. So now, Archaeoceratops was found in the Zinmen group of what is now Western China. And one other dinosaur that could be found in Western China is none other than the Sinornithoides, which is a type of troodontid. So then over here, if we cut past the amenities, right down here there's a little bit of a stretch that leads to a viewing platform where you can get an overhead view of the Sinornithoides. And there's also an entrance to a viewing dome. So then right back here, one thing we also have is we have a little bit of an outdoor movie theater, so you can sit down. There is going to be a movie or a dino doc that is going to be playing, and then you can also head out of the turnstiles over here. So then right over here we've got another viewing platform that looks into an enclosure for the Electrosaurus right over there. And so the Electrosaurus was found in the Iran-Dabasu formation of eastern Mongolia. And then right next to it, we've got a remote viewing gallery entrance that leads... Okay, so this isn't the Electrosaurus enclosure, actually. This, I believe, is the Gigantoraptor enclosure. Let me see if I can get a good view. Yeah, so there's the Gigantoraptor right over there. So then, okay, I believe that this is the Electrosaurus enclosure. Yeah. You can see them right over there. I think that's all four of them, actually. Pretty cool that we can see all of them. So then, if we go right behind here, we've got even more amenities. And we've also got another remote viewing gallery entrance. This time, it leads into a very spacious enclosure for some Bactrosaurus, which was a relative of Iguanodon. Doesn't look like you can see him very well from here, but don't worry, we'll be able to see him on the tour as well. We've got another amenity over here. We've got shelter, restroom, and then over here, we have also got a hotel. So now, what's different about this hotel is this is actually a VIP residence facility. So if you have a VIP pass, you can feel free to check into this hotel. So now this just leads back to the visitor center and the helipad. It's really just one big loop. So then if we go over here, we have got a little seating area with a nice fountain. You get a very nice view of the Mediterranean Sea. And so then right over here, we have got the entrance to the park tour, which will be leading us into the rest of the park. So without any further talking, let's hop on the tour ride. All right, guys, so we are embarking on the park tour. You can get another fantastic view of the Mediterranean Sea to your right, to your left. You can get a sneak peek into the Electrosaurus enclosure. And right up ahead, you can see the iconic Jurassic Park gates. Welcome to Jurassic Park Malta. So now, to your left, you can now get another view of the Bactrosaurus enclosure. So I will make sure to keep an eye out to see if we can spot them. Oh, you can kind of see one right over there. Actually, you can see two of them now. Three of them, wow. There is also a log viewing gallery in this enclosure. The entrance is just in the next guest section. Ooh, here's a sleeping one. That's actually a really nice view. It's nice and close to the fence. We were able to see it. It's perfect. So then right over here, you can see that we are entering the next area of the park. And right up ahead, you could actually see the Muttaburrasaurus enclosure. You can see one in there right now. And so for this enclosure, you can see we really went all out with the paleobotany, which you can see right over here. Looks really nice, I must say. You can see a couple more Muttaburrasaurus in the distance. So now to your left, you can now see one of our lagoons that we have in Jurassic Park Malta. And then to your right, you can see we are approaching an enclosure for what seems to be a carnivore, because you've got the reinforced fence right here. But no, this should be for the Australovenator. So, doesn't look like we can see any right now, but we will be able to see some a little bit later because there is a dome viewing gallery in here. Okay guys, so we just got off at our first pit stop, and right over here we've got yet another guest section with loads and loads of decorations. There's a little walkway with all sorts of plants. We've got a fountain with some amber pedestals, some benches in case you need to take a moment to sit down. But then right over here, we've got a couple of viewing galleries that look into the lagoons. So if we lower the lagoon stands right under here, okay, it doesn't look like we can see anything from here. We've got a remote viewing gallery entrance here. This looks into the Segisaurus and Scelidosaurus enclosure. So this is meant to portray the Kayenta Formation of modern-day Arizona. And this dates back all the way to the early Jurassic period. So this was when the dinosaurs were starting to be more known throughout the world. So then right down here, we've got even more remote viewing gallery entrances. So we're just going to go one by one and see where they lead. This one leads into the Kayenta Venator enclosure. See one right over there. Got a shelter right over here. We've got an amenity, another amenity. There's one down there. Right over here, this leads... Okay, so this leads into the Australovenator enclosure. I can't really see them at the moment. Ooh, I think I actually do see one. There it is! Ooh, and it just got the goat. Okay, so this is another view into the lagoons. Ooh, and right over here you could see the Eromangosaurus, which was a plesiosaur that was found off the coast of Australia. Or, well, it wasn't found off the coast of Australia, but it would have lived along the coast of what is now Australia. So you can see two of them right over there, and I believe we have 5 in total. So then, got a toilet right over here. This is the lagoon viewing dome. Oh, and they did a social, which is cool. Not every day you see that. We've got your standard hotel right over here. We've got some flags. Right in here, we've got a viewing gallery into the Muttaburrasaurus enclosure. Got another shelter, another little, like, rock garden, some more amenities. And right here, we've got even more viewing galleries. We've got one over here for the Muttaburrasaurus, and you can get a really good view over here. We've got some remote viewing gallery entrances. This one leads into the Bactrosaurus enclosure. You can get a really good view from here. The one right next to it leads into the Dilophosaurus enclosure. You can see them right over there. And then down here, we've got another VIP hotel. We've got a little seating area over here. This looks into an enclosure for Kentrosaurus and Dicraeosaurus, dating back to the Tendaguru Formation of modern-day Tanzania, which was during the late Jurassic period. So then, let's see. Over here we've got some more flags. We've got another toilet, another shelter. Right over here we've got a hotel. We've got some amenities going all the way down here. Got another seating area. And this looks into our second lagoon, and I believe our final lagoon of the park, which is for the Kronosaurus. Let's see if we can get a closer look at them from the underwater viewing dome, which it looks like we can. So then right over here, we've got another outdoor movie theater, but this time with some comfier chairs. And then this just leads back to the tour station. So let's hop back on the tour and get to our next pit stop. Okay, so right in here, we are just passing the enclosure for the Ostafrikasaurus, which was a very early Spinosaurid. It's one of the earliest Spinosaurids, hailing from the Tendaguru Formation. So you can see a couple over there. There was one napping just back there. We just passed it. And so now we are just about to arrive at the next pit stop. Okay, so here is the next of our pit stops. And so you walk down this little street, got an aviary right in front of us, which we will see in just a bit. But we've also got 2 more amenities either side of us, 3 more if you count this one. Got another shelter, and then over here we've got a bunch of hotels that provide an absolutely gorgeous view of the Mediterranean Sea. Man, just imagine waking up to that. That is absolute chef's kiss. Right here we've got a remote viewing gallery entrance, which looks into the Ostafrikasaurus enclosure. Got one right over there. Then we've got another toilet, another hotel. We've got another remote viewing gallery entrance, which this time leads to the Tendaguru herbivore enclosure. So we've got Dicraeosaurus here, and we've got loads of Kentrosaurus here, and lots more Dicraeosaurus. So then over here we've got some more seating, a couple more fountains, got another hotel, and then we've also got one more hotel over here, and we've got a viewing platform. So now we have to go all the way back. And so now we are back where we got off the tour. And right in front of us, we have the aviary for some Barbaridactylus. So these guys were also found in Africa, specifically in Morocco. And these guys were found a little bit later in the Cretaceous period. In fact, Barbaridactylus, I think the name comes from the Barbary Mountains in Morocco. So we've got quite a lot of them in here. I think that's the only way we can view them. Right over here, we've got another viewing platform into the Ostafrikasaurus enclosure. Got another toilet. Then if we go down here... Oh, okay, so there is another viewing for the Barbaridactylus. which doesn't look like we can really see them that well. I mean, I can see a couple of them. Anyways, so right down here, we've got another shelter. And then this time, this is really where all the excitement is. Right in here, we have got the Spinosaurus. You get a good glimpse of it from the trees, but right up here you can get an even better look at the Spinosaurus. So we got two Spinosaurus in here, one blue one, one red one. And then we've got lots of little seating areas and like guest plazas. Of course, we have to have a Spinosaurus skeleton right over here. We've got some more seating. This, I believe, is the remote viewing gallery into... Oh, wait, no. This is actually the Ceratosaurus enclosure. I thought it was the Spinosaurus. But yeah, so we got Ceratosaurus in here, also from the Tendaguru Formation. Then this, I think, is another viewing gallery of Ceratosaurus. That's a nice view. That is cinema. So then we've got some more fountains over here. In here, this looks over part of the Spinosaurus enclosure and part of the late Cretaceous Africa enclosure. So we've got some Paralititans right here, and then we've also got a lot of Ouranosaurus. And when I say there's a lot of them, I mean there is a lot of them. I forget exactly how many, but yeah, tons and tons and tons of Ouranosaurus. Got another shelter, the entrance is on the other side, and this leads into the Spinosaurus enclosure. Can't seem to find them now, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, they're all the way over there. We've got some more seating areas. Got a toilet facility. And then this leads into the herbivore enclosure. So we've got Paralititan. Very nice view of Paralititan. We've got one of our juvenile Ouranosaurus over there. And we've got a couple more Paralititans and some adult Ouranosaurus. Over here, we've got tons more amenities all along here. We've got fountains. We've got a viewing platform. Over here, this I think is another viewing dome into the Paralititan and Ouranosaurus enclosure. Wow, you can see all of them right here. They really do move in herds. So then, yeah, we've got amenity. We've got one last viewing platform, where again you can see Paralititans, Ouranosaurus, just from a different angle. And you get a sneak peek of our next enclosure over here. So, some more benches in case you need to take a pit stop. Also, there is also some path going right up against the fence, so that way you can get even more views of the herbivores. And this, I believe, leads into the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure, the apex land predator of Cretaceous Africa. We've got more seating over here. We've got another hotel right here. We've got another fountain, another shelter, and another viewing gallery that looks into the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure. Now, it appears over here we can't really get that well of a view. So because of that, we are just going to move swiftly along. So now, if we backtrack a little bit over by where the flags are, over by this little toilet and seating area. If we go down here, first of all, we've got an arcade in case you somehow get bored of dinosaurs. There's probably going to be, like, dinosaur video games in here, but yeah, in case you get bored of dinosaurs, which I don't know how anyone can get bored of dinosaurs, then you can always come to the arcade. So now, if you were to get on the park tour that we got off at, you would just end up over here, and you would just pass by the Ceratosaurus enclosure. But what we're going to do is we're going to hop back on the tour over here, and this is going to lead us to our fourth and final guest section of the park. So right now we are heading up this pretty steep and rocky cliff, and as we are doing that, you can see some very secure fence, because this is for another incredibly large carnivore, the Giganotosaurus. As you can see right now, we are entering our final section, which is themed around late Cretaceous South America. So we've got Giganotosaurus in here, and then we've got a massive herbivore valley with some Dreadnoughtus, some Antarctosaurus, and some Bonapartosaurus, which we'll get a better view of them in just a second. Also, why does this guy next to me kind of look like Davi from Chaos Theory Season 3? I don't know, it just looks like him. But yeah, so okay, that one over there is an Antarctosaurus. The one with the taller necks are the Antarctosaurus, and the ones with the longer necks, like horizontally, are Dreadnoughtus. So right up ahead is the final tour stop. So in just a second we are going to hop off and we are going to enter the final guest section. Okay, so we just got off of the tour stop and we've got a bunch of things we could do. So I think to start, let's check out this little side area over here. So here we've got a viewing platform. You can see two of our Antarctosaurus right over there. In the distance you can see, I think, two Dreadnoughtus and some Bonapartosaurus. See even more Dreadnoughtus over there. So then over here, we've got one other carnivore from late Cretaceous South America, and by far, one of my all-time favorite dinosaurs. That was the most anticlimactic thing that I have ever seen. I mean, you can kind of see it over there. We've got the Carnotaurus. Absolute icon. With by far one of the best sound effects from the entire franchise. Like, I don't know, I just hear, like, the Carnotaurus roar, and it just gives me chills. It is astonishing. So hopefully we'll be able to get another view of the Carnotaurus, but once again, it is time for even more remote viewing galleries. So right here, we've got Herbivore Valley. So we've got Bonapartosaurus right here. Very nice view of Bonapartosaurus. We've got Dreadnoughtus right there, and we've got Antarctosaurus right there. Yeah, it's pretty easy to spot the difference between the two. Right over here, I think this is another viewing dome this time into the herbivore enclosure. Can't really get that much of a view except for that Dreadnoughtus over there. We've got amenity 1, amenity 2, amenity 3. Right in here, we've got... Ooh, this is for the Giganotosaurus, I believe. Doesn't look like we can see them from here. But, if we go over here... Okay, this is for the Carnotaurus. And yeah, you get a pretty good view of the Carnotaurus from here. Ooh, that one's my favorite out of the 5 that we have here in Jurassic Park Malta. The, like, sort of paler one. And this is for the Giganotosaurus. So yeah, we got amenities over here. We've got toilet. We've got a little seating area. And then right over here, what's unique about this is you can get an overview of the entire park. So we've got Tendiguru herbivores. You can get a sneak peek of the Ossifracosaurus enclosure, the Ceratosaurus enclosure. And then same thing over here. So then over here we've got another fountain. We've got another 3 amenities. And then this is another viewing gallery into the Carnotaurus enclosure. Oh, she be running. One of the fastest dinosaurs ever. Built for speed. Right here, we've got a hotel. We have got little area over here with lots more hotels. So we've got a seating area with a T-Rex skeleton. We've got a toilet facility. We've got another one of our VIP hotels. And some more viewing platforms of the entire park. Right there. And then a shelter. And then we've got one for this area. We're lucky enough we could even get a glimpse of the Kronosaurus if they decide to jump out and get the shark. Another Spinoskeleton, another hotel, and another viewing platform, this time over the Muttaburrasaurus enclosure. Oh, look at that one rolling around in the dirt. It's adorable. So yeah, then this is where we came from. I forget, is there another viewing gallery into the Carnotaurus? Doesn't look like it. We got toilet, we got... Oh, there actually might be. Oh no, this is another viewing gallery into the herbivore enclosure. So yeah, nice view of lots of Dreadnoughtus, as well as 2 Antarctosaurus. Shelter, seating area, got a couple of smaller amenities over here, and we've got a viewing platform, which looks over the Bactrosaurus enclosure. You actually get a really nice view of them from here. Which is pretty amazing. So then, we go over here, some more seating. We've got some fountains. Forget what this is. This? Okay, so this looks into our second aviary. Can't seem to see them from here, but you could either cross over here and go down, or you could take the zip line, which is what we're gonna do. Ready? Whee! So this is where you would walk down. Another shelter, another seating area, and you end up right here. So right over here, we've got another viewing platform. This time looks over the Gigantoraptor enclosure. It appears you can see them right over there. One is eating. A couple are walking around, strutting their stuff. Got another shelter. We've got another seating area, toilet, and this is for the Thanatos Drakon. Ooh, that's a really nice one. And I love that skin too. So yeah, we've got 6 Thanatos Drakon in here. And then we've got a couple more ways we can view them. And of course, we've also got some amenities over here. We've got... Oh, this is a good viewing opportunity right over here. So then we've got some more amenities. Another toilet. We've got another shelter. We've got another remote viewing gallery. Oh, that is a nice view. That is such a beautiful view of the Antarctosaurus. Just munching away. Such a beautiful animal. Got even more Dreadnoughtus and Antarctosaurus. And then we've also got a hotel where you can wake up, step outside onto the balcony, and get a view of that. Like, look at it. Like, imagine waking up and this is your view. Like, that is a huge chef's kiss right there. Alright, so now we pretty much only have one thing left to do, and that is to hop back on the park tour and head back to the main guest section. Oh yeah, before we do that really quick, there is actually one thing. So this is the same thing over here, where if you go up, there is tour going back to where we got off, near the Carnotaurus and Giganotosaurus. That just leads all the way down here. So really there's 3 ways you could get over here. You could walk, you could take zipline, or you could take the tour. So now, all we have left to do is hop back on the tour and head back to where we started. Alright guys, as we conclude today's tour, I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on all that we have accomplished here in the Future of Hammond's Dream Season 6. All in all, this park turned out very nicely. Not only was I able to use a bunch of species that I haven't quite used in the past, but I also love how I was able to balance the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and even the Malta buildings throughout the park. Plus, I also really love the distribution when it comes to the attractions throughout the park. Going into Season 6, I found that I had a lot of excitement, enthusiasm, and inspiration, especially the first couple episodes. However, as the season progressed, I found that I had lost a lot of that enthusiasm and motivation to want to keep going. However, as I begin several new chapters, not only in the Future of Hammond's Dream, but also in my personal life, I was able to come up with a new, much more fulfilling way to make videos. So because of that, I am incredibly excited and optimistic for the Future of Hammond's Dream Season 7. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.